On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
X3, 218, jump. Look at me. Go.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. He stiff-arms him, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Finds the open target, Arnold. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 9, check 9.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It's Barkley on the counter. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To throw, Jones. He completes it to Jones. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco.
There he goes, right side. The 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run. They've got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A handoff to Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Jags grab it. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker. CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
following the fumble recovery. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
He'll find Jones again, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
61, match box, lights.
Etienne. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Lambo is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Gets through, and now an opening. Shifts by him. A big pickup there on the run.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
2nd and 10
The guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Bravo. Hey, Sam off.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Second and 10. On play action, Lawrence.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2020 wasn't the year that Chandler Jones would normally have because of a biceps injury. Only 1 sack in the 5 games played. But he had 17 sacks in 2017, 19 in 2019. Let's play some numerology here. Can he have 21 in 2021?
He's got a man, complete. Powering forward, breaks through the contact. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run with Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Jones now on first and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They'll come out in the pistol. An option handoff given to Conner. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run here with Etienne.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Off play action. Jones.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Arizona.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Conner on the read option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. Shoves him aside. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far. Up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They run the counter. Barkley. And he's out right at the 25. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They run the counter. Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. They run the counter. Barkley. Oh, good move. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a give to Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. DeJuan Smoot with the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. This is Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run for it with Barkley. Stays on his feet. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, that situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second-guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown! Marvin Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal